Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. I know it's been a little while, but I just wanted to wish you all a very happy new year. 2023 is here. Hope you guys can have success in chasing whatever dreams you choose to pursue and achieving whatever goals you want to go for. For me personally, I've been thinking quite a bit more about that for me personally and what I want to achieve and get out of this year. A bit more clearly than the last few, I guess, and I hope I can work hard to make it happen. But today we are back. It has been a while since I made a video, but I've really wanted to, so I'm really excited right now. So we're back with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, obviously, because what else would we be playing? And I was deciding between whether I want to make a Path of Legends push up to Grand Champion or play Grand Challenge, which I'm currently 7-1 in. And since my last video was pretty monumental, momentous, I don't know, I guess, where I got the 100 GC badge, which is a huge thing for me, really special achievement with 2.9 Xbow Cycle. I think I'll be continuing the GC, so it's kind of better now, I guess, because I don't have to really stress out about making any GC content. You know, I was kind of thinking, oh, every time I have to play, I would have to make a video out of it, and I guess that's not really a bad thing, but sometimes it just feels a bit stressful, I guess, or like I can't really play if I'm not going to record it. I don't know, it's weird, but I'm excited to get this video going and try and finish these GC, and I can be a lot more casual with GCs now and just play them whenever, so it'll be great. Queue time is taking a long time, though, so I'm going to cut it until we find our first match. Alright guys, I don't know what was up with that queue time, but we are finally here into our first match, and let's give our opponent the good luck and see what's up. So it has been a little bit since I've played, just been taking some time off, so I will see how this goes. I also want to have more confidence in myself, and just kind of worry less about stuff, so I'm going to try and change my approach, at least for Clash Royale 2, not only in life, but, I mean, I guess I should say not only in Clash Royale, but mainly in life, but yeah, like sometimes I guess the stuff you say can really have an impact on how you're actually feeling and performing, so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying my best in this GC, and we see Ewiz, Hunter, and Heal Spirit so far. I really don't know what this is. Giant Skeleton, gonna go for an Xbow right away because that is a pretty big expenditure, and I really don't know what this is, like maybe Royal Giant? Actually, it could be RG. Oh, Sparky, okay. This is kind of weird. I was not really expecting a deck like this, but I'm just going to go for a Knight for the Giant Skeleton, and I do have to let this Xbow die, because I definitely have to worry about taking care of the Sparky once it crosses. So I'm going to go Ice Spirit for the heal. Okay, he is really trying to catch my Skeleton, so I'm going to go Skeletons late. So you really want to be careful, especially when they have a Heal Spirit deck, with how you're using your Skeletons, especially because they can get a lot of value, but it doesn't really work out if you just give them Heal Spirit value on your Skeleton. So I think you just want to be a lot more careful. That's why I kind of delayed my Skeleton, just waiting to see if he would support with a Heal Spirit. I actually don't want to Expo because I know he's a Giant Skeleton back, so I'm just going to Fireball the Hunter. Honestly, I have a really nice lead so far. I don't really need to stress about playing really aggressively. I can just chill and it'll be fine. I am not sure if he has any win conditions so far. He just has Giant Skeleton and Sparky, which, I don't know, it's a bit weird, I guess. Like, okay, Electro Giant, that makes sense. This is actually not that good, because my Tesla's about to die, but I think I can defend this pretty well, because archers do pretty well against E-Giant, unless they tornado them in, which my opponent is not really doing. I don't even know if he has one. Though I wouldn't be surprised if he did, because most Sparky decks also run a Tornado, at least these days, unless it's Goblin Giant Sparky Rage. Anyways, I'm going to go for an Xbow with this. I think he's going to Sparky, so I'm going to Ice Spirit to predict. Okay, Hunter, Knight for the Hunter too, and I really want to commit to this Xbow because okay, he is back to Giant Skeleton. I was hoping he wasn't, but this should be still a pretty good opportunity here. I'm just going to defend this Xbow a little bit and force more Elixir out of him. As you can see, I don't even have to commit to that Giant Skeleton. Xbow will take it out. He actually mirrors that, which is actually annoying, because now he might E-Giant behind this, and I don't really want to deal with that. So, yeah, I'm just going to, okay, protect my Tesla as well as I can. I also don't know if he has a big spell. I'm not sure if he's used one yet. I don't think he has. So, if he, okay, he does have the NATO into the Giant Skeleton Death Bomb, but this should be pretty well taken care of, and I'm just going to go Expo right now. Knight to predict the Sparky. I want to be pretty aggressive now, and it is going to be pretty tough, I guess, because he has a lot of Expo counters, honestly, but I don't think he has a big spell, like I said, and that means that he can't really break through. Like, even if you can't break through as the Expo player, if your opponent can't break through either, it's not really a bad matchup. Like, I know a lot of you guys worry about, you know, Mega Knight, Royal Giant, or ridiculous mid-ladder decks, and I totally understand why, but you really just have to be more careful with your offensive Expos, and it'll usually work out. I'm actually going to go in on the left. I don't know if this is a good idea because he could ignore it and go Sparky, but he did just spend a lot of elixir on that E-Giant. Yeah, I knew he would go Sparky like that. So I want to get back to a Tesla and maybe commit to this Xbow pretty heavily. And again, I don't think he has a big spell in here, so this should be pretty good. This is going to be a tough defense for sure, but as long as I can protect what's important here, especially the Tesla, I should be okay. So I'm going to go Ice Spirit for the Sparky. I want to tank the Sparky shot and then go Knight so that my Knight stays alive. There's the NATO, so I have to be careful of Sparky NATOs always. You cannot allow Sparky to hit your tower. And actually, I guess it was a pretty good decision to go in on the left, because now, I mean, also if you play too passively, your opponent can really build up a huge push. And I think I want a defensive Xbow now, because going in won't really do much. Like, I've tried. He has a lot of counters. It's going to be a tough defense, honestly. So we'll see how this goes. But I think I'm fine. Like, as I said many times, he does not have a big spell. So as long as I can just kind of protect my buildings, especially the Xbow and the Tesla, I should be pretty solid in this one. NATO does come in. That's not really going to do much, though, because those archers were pretty much dead anyways. As you guys can see, defensive Xbow is getting pretty much infinite value. So that is a big thing against any kind of deck like this, you know, with multiple tanks and just large troops, I guess, or expensive troops like Giant Skeleton, E-Giant, anything like that, really. And I really just have to not choke to a Sparky NATO on my tower, and I'll be fine. I'm going to go in right now. There's the mirrored E-Giant. So I'm actually going to Knight, because he definitely has to protect this. Yeah, and then we pretty much ensured our victory there. I'm going to Fireball too. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to be mean to my opponent, but his NATOs weren't really on point this game, so it didn't really do that much for him. He says thanks. Okay, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. But anyways, yeah, that was a pretty nice win. That's a strange deck. I'm not sure. Like, I guess in GCs you can really get any deck. Like, it doesn't have to be meta. That's another thing to be good at Xbow. You have to know how to play the deck well in general, not just against every matchup. Like, it helps to have matchup knowledge, of course, but you do have to know, you know, how to play the deck and just encounter difficult situations, I guess, or weird situations like that deck. And I really hope queue time doesn't take a long time today, because I don't want to have to cut every single match, but I might have to, because I don't want to waste too much of you guys' time. So I think I will cut it again until we find the next match. Alright guys, we are back against this Chinese player. I'll give him the good luck. So that really took a long time. I guess I might have to be ready to cut every single time, because it's just taking a lot of queue time. I don't know why. Maybe the time of day, I don't know. Or maybe less people are just playing GCs. So I'm going to split archers. We see another heal spirit, so I hope it's not 3 musketeers. I really don't like going against 3 musketeers, but you have to be ready for anything, I guess. I'm going to go in, because he's not doing anything. And I do have split archers, so it's honestly not bad. Okay, golem heal spirit. I really don't know what this is. But we'll find out, I guess. So I'm definitely going to have to let this Xbow die. There's absolutely no point. Usually if you go Xbow at the start, it's generally to just try and get some information on your opponent's deck, not necessarily try and get a game-winning connection. You can get a game-winning connection if you really want to, but it's usually better to play it safe, I think, and just be on the safe side in general, because you don't want to lose by overcommitting too much. Okay, this is a huge push coming in. I'm going to... I think I have to fireball that. I don't really want to, but I think I don't have a choice. And I might take some lumberjack damage. Okay, 1 and the rage. Still not really used to rage doing damage either at this point, but I honestly feel like it's a bit easier to defend. Like, at least for Xbow, because usually the rage with such a large radius that it had before, it was more problematic when they would build up huge pushes, especially dual lane pushes, but now, when they just have this tiny rage, it doesn't really do too much. I'm going to go in, though, and Knight. I'm feeling pretty aggressive right now. Okay, he's back to a golem already. I forgot he had a heal spirit, I guess, because that's a really fast cycle, but this is not really good for me, because that was not the best Knight. Definitely going to have to let's go again. I'm just going to Tesla once more. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't like going against Golem very much, but I think it's good to get a lock-in single if you can, so that you don't really have to worry about getting it later on. I'm going to Ice Spirit just for that. That could have been a better Ice Spirit, but it's all good. And I can definitely outcycle the Golem now. The question is, what other counters does he have? So I think I'm going to split my archers, and I'm pretty sure he's at least 2 away from a Golem. So I'm going to go in right now. Lumberjack the back is perfect for me. Oh, he does have E-barbs. Okay. Going to go Knight. Skeletons after the heal spirit jumps, and then log everything back. And that should be a pretty good connection. I'm going to Ice Spirit to cut this Lumberjack out of Xbow range. Do get a lock for that. But that does mean I take... some damage there, and I also did have to commit to the left side, so I couldn't fully afford to defend my Xbow. We do get some damage back, though. I'm going to go Xbow. Hopefully he plays a 4 elixir card in the back, in the left. And he does. Oh my god, wait, he might have lost. Okay, he goes low. Oh, and he missed the he misses the placement on time, so that's just going to lock on the tower. So that is really nice. E-Drag comes down. I honestly really do not like this matchup, but I also think I should spend, I guess in general, just spend less time complaining about stuff out of my control, especially for CR. Like, you can't really choose what matchup you're going to get. You can really just play the best you can with the matchup that you have, and I feel like that's definitely the best mentality to play against any hard counter. And I've definitely used that mentality many times before. Like, I've made lots of videos in the past on 3.0 Xbow Cycle versus impossible matchups, and that's the only way you're able to beat those, if you spend less time worrying about the matchup and more time worrying about what you can actually do. But this is a really huge push, actually. That baby dragon is really annoying on such low HP. I'm going to let it lock on and then go skeleton so that it doesn't splash the skeletons. Ice Spirit 2, he activates King for me, which is a really big favor, actually, so I appreciate that. And at this point, I don't like to defend the whole game, but I might have to, because he's definitely going to keep going for golems in the right and just switch to my lane. I don't think it's worth it to go in on the left for me, because it's just not really going to be worthwhile to try and get a huge connection. I'm going to fireball that for sure, but E-Drag is honestly quite problematic too. Going to log. Lumberjack should get taken out pretty easily, and I'm going to go for a Knight up high. E-Drag gets taken out, which is perfect, and this activated King is going to be so nice. I think he's definitely going to golem on this Knight, and that's not really an issue. Again, I just have to really worry about fully defending. So I guess another thing about Xbow, patience is a true virtue. Like, you can't just keep going in, you have to be really patient and know when to play your Xbows, especially when to make your decisions, like when to go full defense, when to go offense. It's a lot to think about. It's not really something you can sum up very easily. So a lot of stuff you just learn with experience. But let's see. This is a huge push. I want to get back to another fireball here, because that's like the main way I can defend a huge push like this. So fireball all of that. That was a lot of fireball value, actually. Gonna Knight 2, and that should be pretty well defended. I'm gonna Ice Spirit Archers just to make sure. Actually, he did get a fair amount of chip. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to defend this, and I think if that doesn't... Oh my god, no! Okay, I choked. That is unfortunate. I honestly think I should not have lost that. Like, I was doing really well. I think I should just been less lax about that defense at the end, but it's fine. We're at 2 losses now, so it's getting a bit tense, but we should be good. I should probably focus more on actually defending in triple. But yeah, I hope I don't have to cut again, man. This has been every match so far. Alright, I'm going to cut it and get back at you guys when we find the next game. Alright, we found the next match against False Ranker. He has a lot of bait on his profile, so he could be playing some kind of bait. I'll give him good luck. I am kind of wary of cycling my log early on, considering he definitely could be playing log bait based on what he has, but we'll see. Just going to go Knight the back. He has a log too, so probably some kind of cycle deck. I do have to play pretty safe right now. Go Skelly King. I'm going to go Xbow. This might be Royal Giant, and it probably is. If he doesn't have RG and Cycle right now, that's going to be pretty good. He does, unfortunately, so that's just going to be pretty easy defense on my Xbow. So now I'm wondering if he has a Fireball or a Lightning, because I would much prefer to go against a Fireball than a Lightning. Especially with Royal Giant. Like, it's a pretty tough matchup. But gonna Ice Spirit for this, and then I can just log if he pops ability. Skeletons for the Fisherman, and that should be pretty well defended. I can also definitely go in. Goes Mother Witch, so I think I'm definitely gonna go Knight down low, and then maybe Xbow with this Knight. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do, because he's not back to RG right now. Unless 3-card cycle really helped him out, which I hope it didn't. Gonna log that. I think he might be back now, actually. But we do get a lock, that's huge. So he has to go Zappies right now to retarget my Xbow. But goes RG instead. Gonna Ice Spirit to hold it in place. Now definitely gonna let this die, because I have to worry about defending the RG afterwards. But overall, that was really good. And I can just go Tesla Skeletons. Don't have to worry about the Mother Witch. If you're ever against a Mother Witch deck, you have to be careful about going Skeletons at any time if they have Mother Witch in cycle, because they can just punish you really hard for it. So cycle counting also plays a big part, but that was a huge connection. I actually have outcycled the RG again. I think he's only played 1 card since the RG, so I might go in once more, and he does have Zappies in this deck, I'm fairly certain. Just goes for them, actually, so I can definitely try and get a big connection once more here. Skeleton, I'm going to commit quite a lot to this Xbow, because I think this could be a pretty lucrative opportunity. Going to go Archers too, and this should be, honestly, a lock if I play this right. Going to log the Zappies out of Xbow range. He's probably going to go Tombstone unless he's back to RG. I hope he isn't. Oh, he goes Mother Witch instead. Okay. So I obviously can't go Skeletons for that. And actually, Ice Spirit didn't do what I wanted it to either. And here, obviously, I can't go Skeletons for the Mother Witch, which is a bit annoying, but it's all good. Gonna Tesla. And he goes Tombstone far off. I guess he does not want me to Fireball it at all. Really don't know if he has a Lightning or a fireball yet. I don't think we've seen it, but I'm just going to defensive expo, I guess. Why not? There's no point going in when he's probably just going to anticipate me to go in on the right. So I'm probably just going to play it safe. Archers for that. Ice Spirit. He gets pretty good log value. I feel like if he had lightning, he might have used it there, so maybe he does have a fireball. I also might have just completely missed, and maybe he already played a fireball. I just completely didn't even realize it. But I honestly think I can go in right here, because he just went RG. He should at least be a few away. That's a lot of fireball value if I can hit the Mother Witch. I did not hit the Mother Witch. Okay, gonna go Archers. And at least I don't have to worry about a Mother Witch on my Skeletons right now, so that's at least nice. So I can go Skeletons like that, log the RG back, and then that should be no RG hits again. So in this matchup, I've definitely spent a lot of time looking at better Xbow players beat RG. I spent less time actually trying to conceptualize the ideas in my head, I guess, and kind of think about them concretely. But I think that you want to be a lot more defensive and smart with your Xbows. I actually could have gone in there possibly, but defense Expo is totally fine, especially because he probably has a fireball, not a lightning. I think I'm going to go Knight on the right, and then I want to go Archers for the RG, because they are pretty good at DPS, so I want to get DPS down on that as soon as possible. And I will log... Okay, he does have a lightning, actually. Wow, I wonder why he waited so long to use it. Got Knight to break the Mother Witch. Okay, yeah, I knew he was going to do that. And this is what I was talking about. Like, it's kind of annoying when they go Mother Witch like that on your skeleton. So you have to actually be really careful. It does go RG... Again, don't have to worry about a Mother Witch this time, though, so I think I'm just going to go in, actually. That RG is very well defended, and I can definitely go in, find taking some Mother Witch damage in the left, and this should be pretty decent. Not expecting much, I guess, because it is triple at this point, but at least I can force stuff out, and it'll be pretty, like, well executed overall. I just have to worry about this RG counter push right now, but I should be good. Also, this is like a subconscious thing at this point, but you always want to be splitting your troops to avoid giving your opponent spell value. Like, I went Archers off to the side and Tuss in the middle, so you can't get lightning value on all of them. You really have to be careful about that, because that can be a huge difference maker in any defense. And I'm just going to defense Expo now. Honestly, I'm forcing him to not go lightning on what he wants to go for, which is definitely on my tower, because he's probably going to lightning in the middle. Also going to Tesla off to the side so that he can't lightning. He actually does just choose to lightning my tower, interestingly enough, but that should be like no hits. Okay, one RG hit is fine. I can get 2 fireballs down, I think, if I cycle fast enough. So let me just do that real quick, and that's going to be GG. So that was honestly a really nice game against RG Lightning. Feeling pretty good about that one, because I usually do not like going against RG. I sometimes have pretty polarizing opinions about matchups, like Royal Giant Lightning is something that I really dislike going against, but I feel like my opponent could have been, I guess, more proactive with his Lightning. Probably could have used it more. But we will take that for sure. 9 wins now, and that's a really nice win against RG. I still don't think I should have lost that Golem match, but you live and learn. So I'm just going to focus a bit more in triple, and I hope I can find a match this time. I guess I'll just cut every time after the match, so I'll see you guys in the next game. Alright, we finally found the next match against Epoch. He's going to be a pretty good player there with that number 70 ladder finish, so let's see what we are up against in this one. Again, at 2 losses already, so I have to be pretty safe moving forward, but just going to log first. He has a Goblin Gang, so maybe some kind of log bait. Not sure yet. I'm also not entirely familiar with the meta, because I haven't really played much in the last week. Goes for a pump. Oh, I think this is going to be 3 Musketeers. I'd so much rather have E-Spirit than Ice Spirit for the bats, if that is the case, but we'll see what he does. Ice Golem. Okay, yeah, it's probably going to be 3M. This should be pretty good, actually, I think, if I just play it well. I think he has bats. He definitely has a minion horde. So just have to be careful. Okay, there's the horde, actually, on that note. So I want to get back to... Okay, goes Prediction Zap. I think I have to Fireball that. I don't feel good about it, but I don't think I have a choice, honestly. And he can pump to punish me now, so that's not going to be great. But at least I survived, I guess. And I'm probably going to try and Expo punish his next pump. No minion horde and cycle, so don't have to worry about having a Fireball for it. Just have to log his Goblin Gang, so we will see. There's the pump. I'm actually... Should I Expo? Like, okay, I'm going to Expo in the corner. Sometimes you can Expo to snipe the pump. It's kind of a fun play. Goes Ice Golem. Gonna Archers to DPS instantly and hover log. Okay, he's already back to a horde. I was not expecting that at all. Gonna go Skeletons as well to protect, but I think this is not gonna be what I wanted it to be. Yeah, no, I'm down so much Elixir after that. I would rather not lose this match, but I think even if I lose, I'm still gonna post the video because I'm pretty happy with how it's been so far. Alright, so Dark Prince. So there's definitely 3 Musketeers. He does have a miner too. The only problematic thing really is the minion horde. Goes for the miner. This should be a pretty solid defense though, honestly. And I can maybe Expo This is actually probably too aggressive to Xbow like that, but actually I still want to. I'm going to Xbow and get ready to fireball the minion horde, because that's definitely what he's been defending all of my Xbows with up to this point, so log, and then I'm just going to hover the fireball at this point, because I think he wants to go for a horde this time, like he has been doing for a long time. No, it just goes 3M. That's actually a lot smarter on his end, considering fireball would have been minion horde would have been very easy for me to deal with just a fireball. Gonna knight, and then Xbow again. I did not mean to let that other musketeer lock on too, actually. But yeah, this is not looking great. I think I've at least kind of equalized in terms of elixir. Like, I'm not really down that much anymore. I was down a significant amount before. I can probably get back to another Xbow right here with these. I'm actually going to Xbow on the right because he might expect me to go in the left. Okay, he actually did a pretty good job of just being patient. Gonna knight, and if he doesn't expect this, he might jump over the bridge and retarget. Okay, I was hoping for that, but it didn't really work out. An ice golem comes down. I think I'm going to fireball the 2 muskies on the left. I now have to worry about a minion horde possibly coming in, so that's going to be kind of scary, but we'll see. Skeleton for the muskie. Goes horde like that. Okay, so he's definitely going to miner on the archers. I have to knight, and then I think I have to fireball that. Like, no choice, honestly. So he could pump punish me now, but I'm still staying in the match, and that's the most important part. So he might expect me to go in. I'm going to split archers and be a bit more patient. Okay, he goes 3M. Gonna go in right now, and it's honestly annoying going against an ice golem deck because they can just stall the ice golem. They can just stall the Xbow forever with the ice golems, but I should be okay. I think I don't want to fireball on those 2 if I can help it. Okay, I don't know if that would be a good idea though. Yeah, this is getting a bit messy, honestly. Knight, but I'm taking a lot of damage on the left. This might have been a loss. Unfortunately, that's not great, but it's okay. I guess I should have been a lot more patient to start things out. I'm going to have to try and defend this next miner coming in on the left, but it's not going to be very easy. Yeah, I'm not expecting too much here. Going to knight, and he does go miner to the back, which is smart. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be GG. Well played to him. I mean, he obviously has a number 70 ladder finish, so he knows what he's doing with 3M. And I think I should just played that a lot better to start out, because I did not have the greatest start in that match. That's alright, we get 9 wins. That's cool, honestly. I'm going to try and... Maybe I'll just try and get Grand Champion now. I don't know, that might be a bit too much, I guess. Because I don't want to make the video extremely long. I guess I'll play some Trophy Road, actually. It's been a long time since I played Trophy Road. I'll play with 3.0 just for fun. Why not? 9-win GC isn't the best, but I also start out with 1 loss, which I definitely could have done better at. I was playing at a pretty late time for me, so I should not have been that impatient. Okay, so oh, he's level 13, wow. I think Trophy Road, honestly, like, I just have not really had the motivation to play it, because you can just get 7.5k, and then there's nothing more to get out of it. Like, it's not competitive anyway, and honestly, I would say I'm a pretty competitive player, so... Yeah, we do see a pretty weird type of deck right now. Not sure what it really is. He's level 13 too, which means in terms of tower damage, he's also at a disadvantage, which will be very helpful for me. I guess I will knight for this, but I think I'm down elixir after that, but it should be alright. Knight will be counter-pushing and I guess forcing out a response. So, I really don't know what his win condition is right now. Sparky. Okay, I'm going to go in. This might be risky, but I think it should be fine. I just want to find out what he has. Okay, Giant Sparky. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain, but I'm going to go archers. If he doesn't have arrows, this will be very nice. Otherwise, it'll be a bit problematic. He does, okay. I still have to defend the Sparky. He might have to take some chip on the right, honestly, from that giant. So I'm going to go skeletons. Ice Spirit to predict maybe a zap on my skeleton or something. Goes princess. Yeah, this is like a very strange giant Sparky deck. But I'll just log the princess. I know he has a gang right now that I can't log. But this should be pretty easy to get a lock against, because it looks like his only... Actually, he has a knight too, which is kind of a pain, because he has lots of ways to tank for my Xbow. But I'll try my best, I guess. Goes for a gang. I remember that executioner emote. One of my friends kept using it when it came out. But I think I'll go in on the left. He's not back to a giant right now. Definitely back to Sparky. So I'm going to go archers to break the Sparky. Goes knight, maybe getting back to a giant. That would probably be a smarter option on his end. So... Alright, that's okay. I definitely have to fireball this, actually. Actually, I'm going to Tesla, try and snipe the minions first, but that was not great, honestly. Yeah, this is not looking fantastic. Gonna log that, and then Ice Spirit for the giant, to try and keep the Tesla alive a little bit longer. I actually took a lot of damage on the right. I should not have taken that much damage. So gonna knight. He goes arrows to predict. I don't know what that was supposed to predict. Maybe skeletons. But I should probably play a bit less aggressive right now, because I'm not in a great spot. I'd rather play it safe, so... I'm going to split archers, be a bit more safe, fireball the witch, and don't think he has a big spell right now. I've only seen arrows and maybe a zap. I think I'm going to play more defensively and try and switch things up. Because also another big thing about Xbow, if the same thing isn't working, you definitely want to try and switch things up. And that can be applicable for any matchup, really. Like, if your strategy isn't really working out. Going to go Tesla, and he's definitely going to giant. Okay, he goes giant on the left. So I definitely want to protect my Tesla. Going to fireball that for the minions. Log the princess plus Sparky. Oh god, minions are actually getting on tower, so I have to go knight. And I think Sparky might get a hit. Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we're fine. And this is not fantastic for me right now. I mean, I could still come back in terms of spell damage. I just don't really like the situation I'm in tower damage-wise, I guess. But we'll see. My cycle is also a bit messed up right now. He's definitely going to go in, and then I have to tank the Sparky shot first. Goes Princess the bridge, so he's definitely trying to bait out my log, I think, and then like go Goblin Gang or whatever, which is honestly kind of smart of him. But I'm going to go Ice Spirit Skeletons, and I take some chip. I don't think Tesla can hold against that Sparky. I think I have to get a lock, honestly, to get some kind of comeback going in this game. Go Sparky in the right. This is honestly kind of just a bad cycle going on. I'm going to Tesla. Let's see. He's switching lanes a lot. And goes minions too. So I think I want to fireball the minions. I haven't really talked about this much, but the minion buff was actually kind of huge, at least against Xbow. I'm going to Ice Spirit for the Sparky. That should be fully defended. Giant's going to get some damage, honestly. Hopefully only one hit. And then I definitely have to go in right here. And it's kind of all or nothing right now. Knight as well. Yeah, honestly, guys, this might be a loss to start things out, which is not great considering I was just talking about how Trophy Road is kind of easy, but I'll still try my best. Gonna go Xbow on the left. Maybe he's gonna predict something in the right. Knight in front as well. And he goes Witch. I actually haven't seen him play Witch in a long time. I think the Knight is also so annoying to go against because he just has lots of tanks for the Xbow. Like, you never see Knight in a Giant deck. It's just kind of strange. But I think I want to go in again. And Xbow first so I can get back to it sooner. Knight to predict a Sparky or whatever. Fireball the Witch. I really have to get something going right here. Fireball and log, although I don't think I will. He's honestly done a pretty good job of holding off against my pushes. I'm going to try and maybe break through here, though. Fireball and log. And okay, we do get a lock. Hold on. That's actually a really big lock. He does get arrows down. I don't think I can get back to a fireball in time. Oh, that's unfortunate. We're going to lose by, like, 200 HP or something. Yeah, that's going to be GG. Honestly, I should have played that a lot better. That's on me. He's level 13 too. Yeah, honestly, I think I just didn't start out that very good, but I'll try and get a few more wins to make up for it. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of in the spot where losses don't bother me much. Like, if I'm playing ladder, then they kind of do, and I want to work on that too. Like, I want to play a lot more ladder and worry less about tilting, but I feel like you can always take something away from every match. So in terms of a loss, like, I knew I should have just been a lot more safe early on. I took a lot of unnecessary damage. Same actually applies for the final loss in that GC, so it's fine. I'm going to split archers right here. Goes Witch. I'm actually going to Xbow because he's only at 5 or 6 elixir right now. Might not have much to defend this with. And now this is good, but the only concern is if he goes like Mega Knight in front of the Witch or something, then I have to fully defend that. Actually not really sure what his plan is right now. Gonna Tesla. Yeah, that's what he did. He just didn't really respond right away, and that was honestly kind of a smart decision. And okay, I'm going to take a lot of E-Barb damage on the right. I think I want to Knight on the E-Barb, try and retarget it if possible. And I think we got it off. Okay, nice. And Knight should also take care of the Valk. So, honestly, we kind of recovered from that pretty well. Valk, okay, does go with a pretty good zap, actually. I was not expecting that. So I'm going to have to go Archers, and he still gets a lot of damage. So, this is this is definitely what I would consider a mid-ladder type deck. Also, at this point, I feel like the word mid-ladder, the definition has kind of changed, because obviously ladder right now is so much different than it used to be, or so much more different. Like, people play on Path of Legends. We have the league system going to Path of Legends, and then we have medals or rating points in Path of Legends itself. It's not really in terms of ladder anymore, like just trophies, which I think everyone was used to for the longest time. But at this point, I guess there's consider a mid-ladder deck like a weird type of deck without much of a structure, at least as compared to a more meta type of deck. But I'm gonna maybe go in here. Actually, he has a Valk, so I think I want to play it safe. Honestly, there's no need to play super aggressive. Like, I think Xbow is a pretty aggressive deck. One of my older friends and one of the best Xbow players, 7-4, he taught me a lot of stuff about Xbow, actually, that I didn't really fully think about. But I think you can definitely play this deck a lot more aggressively than I do sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm definitely a bit too passive, so I'm trying to work on that too. But on that note, I'm actually going to defensive Xbow because I don't think he has any big spells, at least from what I've seen. So is he going to be able to do anything against it? I don't think so, honestly. Yeah, he really has nothing against that. So as you guys can see, a lot of these mid-ladder type decks, they don't really have any big spell. And that will not really serve them well, considering... Okay, I think I logged that out of Xbow range, and I missed a Tesla too. But I'm definitely going to go in with this and try and get a lock right here. I should be pretty good. I think he has E-barbs. Okay, I think he just panicked really hard. Or is his playstyle just to, like, ignore something and then go all in after? He did that at the start as well. He ignored my Xbow, let it lock on, and then went, like, Hog Rider E-barbs at 10. I guess it just depends on the person, but that pretty much lost in the game just now. I'm going to fireball all of that, because the witch is very annoying, and I'd rather not just feed into all the skeletons. Skeletons myself to protect the Tesla. I want to protect this Tesla because if he goes hog, which he does, I'd rather have it up. As you guys can see, if I let the Tesla die, I would have had to overcommit a lot to that hog when I didn't really need to, so that's just going to be GG. Nice win there, and I think I want to get one more win to close the video out. I also want to work on my YouTube content, and I think I want to work on making less super long videos and just be more consistent with videos overall, because that's something I'm going to strive to do moving forward. So I don't want to make I will reserve long videos for a special series like the full 12 and Classic Challenge series. I know a lot of you guys love that, and I definitely want to bring that back. It's just a big time commitment, but I think I just have to kind of organize my content better, and I'm honestly excited to do it. Like, I really want to focus on making more goals and just trying to optimize stuff, I guess. But okay, this is probably going to be Graveyard or Lumberloon. Gonna go Xbow on the right, and let's find out what it is. Okay, Barbarrel probably going to be... Okay, never mind. I was going to say Barbarrel probably means Lumberloon, but then Poison means Graveyard, so I guess it's Graveyard. Kind of odd, but I actually don't know the exact Ice Spirit timing for a bowler. I know this is the placement for a Hunter, and... Okay, it does work for a bowler, actually, I guess. Okay, so that was pretty good. So we found out it's basically going to be Splash Yard, unless there's another curveball he wants to throw at us. But I'm just going to log. I don't want to go same lane as him, so I'm going to go on the left. Goes for a Cage. I'm just gonna Knight. Sometimes I feel really impatient against Cage. I just fireball it. I feel like that's a bit too aggressive of a play. So I think I'm just gonna play it more safe, at least in single, right? Like, a lot of the time I just get really impatient, especially when I'm tilting on ladder, and I just make silly plays in single, like, you know, fireballing a Cage or rocketing a Musketeer when I don't know their full deck. I don't know, like stuff like that. I'm gonna be a bit patient with. I know he has a bowler right now though, so I don't really want to go in as of yet. I want to get back to my Knight right now, so Xbow and the Knight for the bowler, and that should be pretty solid. Nice, we'd catch the bowler. So he goes NATO, which is pretty well played. Gonna log the bowler back, try and maybe waste one attack at least, and I think we're not really gonna get a lock, but at least is pretty well defended. And honestly, I guess I have a question for you guys. Also know my thoughts have kind of been all over the place today, but I wanted to make a video for so long and I just haven't for the last few days, just taking some time off, so I've just been really excited. But another question for you guys: what do you guys think about Phoenix right now? Okay, I should not split archers, wow, because I forgot he had Graveyard. What do you guys think about Phoenix though? Because I've seen a lot of people complaining about it being really overpowered still after all the nerfs and how it needs even more of a nerf, but for me I find that it's really manageable. Probably also because I play Xbow, like it doesn't do too much against my deck, compared to a lot of other decks, I guess. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to ask what you guys think about it, because I mean, it was emergency nerfed many times, and I think they definitely took their time with nerfing it. They could have spent less time. I mean, they could have spent less time just getting around to the nerf, I guess. But I'm really happy with the nerf they eventually did. Like, they did like 3 or 4 nerfs, I think. There was the 10% damage, there was the egg nerf, which wasn't really much, and then they nerfed the HP again, so it dies to a lightning now, I think, which it didn't before, which was crazy. But now it's just really manageable. Also because I play log, I guess. Like, the egg dying to a log is really helpful, because it's just so much easier to manage. Before, it was just really chaotic. But anyways, it should be a pretty solid match right now. I'm just going to defense Xbow, because he's always going to keep going in the left, predicting my Xbows. Don't just want to go into that. Going to Tesla. Also, you don't always have to go archers for a graveyard. Like, sometimes you can go knight, skeletons, log, some combination of that. As you can see, I also have a defense Xbow up, so, like, you can defend it pretty well. I'm gonna Xbow right now, and this should be pretty solid. I don't think he's back to a bowler. Okay, I take my words back. But I'm still gonna try and commit to this, and he might not be ready for it. So log, defense Xbow is helping out big time too. That's a lock, and that is pretty much good game. Not sure if he can really do anything about this. I don't think he can. So I'm gonna go skeletons. And I just have to really take the tower. I guess, I don't know, but I'm gonna go archers just to defend the graveyard, and I don't need to really be too impatient, like just start spell cycling now. Also, something I want to learn more is spell values, like exact spell values, because I learned that so long ago and I was really dedicated at it, but now I've just kind of gotten a lot worse at it because I just don't spend a lot of time thinking about their exact numbers. It's more so just a general idea I have in my head. But yeah, I should relearn those because that would be very helpful for calculations and stuff. But he should be pretty low on elixir now. Gonna go in with the Xbow, and I think that's pretty much going to seal the deal. Yeah, good game. So that's going to be GG's, and that's going to be a very nice video overall. You know, we didn't lose, I mean, we didn't win the GC, we didn't get too much. We actually lost a match starting out Trophy Road, but sometimes that's just how it is, and it's fine. I definitely want to make more videos. You guys can let me know what you think. I definitely want to make more videos on Trophy Road. Again, I just haven't really played it much because I feel like it just isn't really worth it as much, considering once you get 7.5k, there isn't really a goal. I guess it doesn't seem like much, so I haven't really been that motivated to play it. But honestly, like, if you guys want to see more videos on it, which I think some people did, I'll definitely just get to 7,500 over the course of a few videos. But yeah, I definitely want to get another 12 in GC. That 9 wins, it's not bad at all, but I'd rather be more consistent. So for this match, should have been a lot more patient in single. Honestly, the RG match was really good, and the goal match, I think I had it in the bag the whole time. I just kind of choked in triple, but that's alright. But that's pretty much going to be it for the video, guys. So again, Happy New Year to all of you. Wish you guys all the luck and support for whatever you want to pursue this year. Thank you so much for being part of my community. I really do appreciate you guys, and I'm really grateful. I really am excited to see what 2023 has in store for myself and for everyone. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.